Hey guys, it's Chris back again with my monthly game pickups video. And as usual, we're going to start from newest and go to oldest. So let's just go ahead and do the first one. One I got yesterday, Kirby Star Allies for Nintendo Switch. The first Kirby game for the Nintendo Switch. It's a 2D platformer. It's more multiplayer focused. You pick up a lot of allies by throwing hearts at the enemies and then they join you. But if you play it one player, all those allies are controlled by the computer and they work pretty well. Some of the criticism of this one so far is it's too easy, which a lot of the Kirby games are easy. They do have some difficulty in spots, but supposedly this is the easiest one. But I like it so far. I played maybe 2 hours of it so far, and yeah, it's cool. The graphics are pretty nice, probably the nicest graphics for a Kirby game. Unfortunately, it's only 30 frames per second, so it doesn't look as fluid as the past games. And there's loading time between the doorways, which wasn't really a thing in the other games, I'm pretty sure. But I mean, it's pretty fun. It's got some cool, Easter eggs in it and stuff. So yeah, I don't know. If you're not a huge Kirby fan, probably not a day one purchase. I'd say it might be worth 30 or 40 if you're not that interested. But I love Nintendo platformers, so I decided to pick it up. Okay, and then next up, these two items were thanks to my friend Vampire Mike of Sega CD Universe. Check out his YouTube channel. He gave me the heads up on a couple deals. He does this all the time, which I do appreciate. And yeah, these two caught my eye. The first one was this, the Nintendo Switch Joy-Con charging grip. Now, I think this is kind of bullshit with the actual Nintendo Switch console, is that the grip that it comes with isn't this type where you can plug it into like a USB cord and charge it while you play. The one that comes with the system is just a shell that you plug the thing in. It doesn't charge or anything. But this is normally $30, but Mike gave me the heads up that it was $20 at Walmart, so I grabbed it because I don't like having to get up to drop the thing in the dock when I'm playing. Although it does have a good battery life, so that doesn't happen too often. But it's nice to just be able to have this, plug it into my USB phone charger, and keep playing. So yeah, it's cool. It looks nice. It's got kind of the transparent, you can kind of see the transparency on the plastic. But then the next one is another deal he gave me the heads up about. There was a, I believe, 20% discount coupon for eBay. It was for 1 day only. So there was a couple items I was keeping my eye on eBay. But I ultimately decided on this one, the Kirby 20th Anniversary Dream Collection. And this is the special edition, even though all copies were the special edition. This was going for, $70 to $80 for, a complete copy like this. So with the 20% off, I think I got it for $58. So still over the original retail price. I think it was either $40 or $50 when it came out. Pretty sure it was $40. But it's a collection of 6 of the games. It's got Kirby's Dream Land, Kirby's Adventure, Kirby's Dream Land 2, Kirby Superstar, Kirby Dream Land 3, and Kirby 64. Plus it's got some new challenge stages from the Wii Return to Dreamland, which is another Kirby game I still need to get. But yeah, I figured since I got the 3DS Kirby games, Triple Deluxe and Planet Robobot, and then I'm getting the new Switch one, I should catch up on the history a bit. I think the NES game is the only one in this collection that doesn't have that great of emulation, since it's based off the Virtual Console version. And that's got some color inaccuracies and some sound inaccuracies as far as I know. But still, it's a nice collection. It's a nice case. I mean, it has a soundtrack and like an art book, so it's pretty cool. I'm glad to have it. So Still a lot of Kirby games I want to get though. I want to get the, I think there's 2 adventure games on the Game Boy Advance, and then there's 1 DS game. I forget the names of them, but I'd like to get those, and I'd like to get Return to Dreamland on Nintendo Wii. So, thanks to Vampire Mike for giving me the heads up on those deals. Like I said, check out his channel, Sega CD Universe. Got some good content on there. Okay, I guess we'll go on to this system. I picked up 4 games for it, and that is for the Dreamcast. And first up, I got this, MDK2. This is made by BioWare. The original was made by Shiny. And I actually have this on PS2, the MDK2 Armageddon. It's a decent version. Only thing is the textures are a little bit worse. I think there's some more slowdown, and the dynamic shadows are just kind of like static shadows. So I wanted to get this on Dreamcast just so I have like the original version with the preserved graphics. Although the PS2 version has more difficulty modes, it has a manual save feature, so it does have some cool extras. So I like having both versions. But yeah, I remember playing the demo of MDK2 back in the day on a Dreamcast magazine demo disc, and I did enjoy it, but obviously when I was a kid I didn't have the money to buy every game that came out, so it's cool I finally have this. And then next is another Dreamcast game. It's one I found at my local used game store. That is Sega Rally 2, or Sega Rally Championship. I think the arcade version was called Sega Rally 2. But it's an okay port. Graphically it looks as good as the arcade, but it only runs 30 frames a second rather than 60. But this is my first Sega Rally game. I have not picked up the Sega Saturn one yet. But from what I know, if you get Sega Rally on Sega Saturn, you should get the import version. I believe it's called Sega Rally Championship Plus or something. And that has some enhanced graphics. I forget what else they changed with it. It probably has the online play as well, but I'm not sure. It might still work. But yeah, this is my first Sega Rally game. I am trying to get more of the Sega, franchises. So it's pretty cool. Not my favorite game. I do remember playing the Saturn version back in the day at my friend's house. So it's cool to have that. Alright, next up, another one I got on eBay for Dreamcast. It's Sonic Adventure 2. Now, I had Sonic Adventure 1 since the Dreamcast launch, but, I played a little of Sonic Adventure 2 by burning a CD, but I didn't really like it that much. I looked at videos of it more later on, and I'm like, oh, okay, this might be worth getting. I was going to get the GameCube version. It has a few changes, but this version has better audio balance. There's a cameo by Big the Cat in several levels that got removed from the GameCube version. So again, I like to have games on the actual Sega hardware, just, for preservation's sake and just, historical value. But yeah, finally have it. I kind of paid a lot. I think this was... I think I paid $38 for this, although it went for a little higher than that with other auctions. So I got kind of a deal, but still kind of a lot. So yeah, it's cool. I think I like the first game more. It's a bit more memorable. Now here's one I only knew about in name for the longest time, but I should have gotten it a lot sooner. And that is Star Lancer for Dreamcast. This is a port of the PC game. This is Chris Roberts' game, the guy who did Wing Commander, and I did an unboxing of this because I bought it brand new sealed, so you might have seen that earlier video. But yeah, I mean, I'm a huge fan of Wing Commander. I had heard of Star Lancer, but I wasn't really sure if it was as good as Wing Commander. But I looked into it more, and it does seem really cool. I played it for about, 2-3 hours, and it's definitely cool. It's kind of crazy, like the typical how Wing Commander games would be ported onto consoles. So you'd have to like hold multiple buttons to do the different ship functions. So that can get a bit confusing, but you do get used to it after a while, just like Wing Commander 3 on 3DO was. It's weird, it supports the keyboard, but it's only for online play, so I don't think you can use the keyboard for offline play, so that's a bit annoying. And I think it has 6 players online, yeah. And as far as I know, you're still able to play this online if you have the right setup for it. I don't have a broadband adapter, so I don't think I would be able to do it. I guess maybe I could be motivated to get a broadband adapter someday, but who knows how active the online is. But it'd be interesting to try. But yeah, I played the single player. It's got kind of a cool story, not as in-depth as Wing Commander, but the missions are very cool. I like that you can destroy specific parts of the big capital ships. And the explosions are nice, and the controls are good. So, yeah, very cool game. I kind of paid a lot. I paid $50 for a sealed copy, but you know, I want to make sure it was in good condition. All right, so the last game, and it's one of the best games ever made. That is Superman 64 for the N64. Yes, I saw this at Goodwill. Cart only for $4. This is about what it goes for, I think. Well, maybe, I think it goes for $6 or $8 on eBay. But, you know, this game is so infamous, I had to buy it. I played a little bit of it on emulator, and I played a little bit after I just bought it. And it's not as bad as they say. I mean, it's mediocre, you know, it's like, I don't know, 5 out of 10, 4 out of 10 game. But you know, it's definitely playable. The flying through rings thing is kind of stupid, but it's not as hard as like AVGN made it seem. Like, I beat it in one try with the ring flying part, and I know you fly through more rings later and there's more challenges, but it's just an interesting part of history, so I had to pick it up. Superman 64. I think I need to do a live stream of this one of these days. So, yeah, now I can say I own Superman 64, alright. So that is it for my pickups. Next month, there might not be many pickups. There's one for sure that I'll be getting, a new game. But who knows, I check Goodwill all the time. Sometimes I find good stuff, sometimes I totally miss out and there's nothing good. So we shall see. But one pickup next month, and I believe, yeah, it'll be a collector's edition, so it won't be a pickups video, it'll be a collector's edition unboxing. So maybe you can guess what that game is next month if you look at the releases and which game has a collector's edition. But yeah, if I get any more games, like from Goodwill or whatever, I will definitely do another pickups video. But yeah. Like always, thanks for watching, and if you have any suggestions for a video you'd like to see, I'm all ears, because I'm kind of running out of ideas here. But you know, maybe this summer I'm going to be more active, be going outside more, so maybe I'll just make some random outdoor videos, which are a bit more interesting than me just sitting here in the game room. So I will definitely be doing that as I'm working out a lot more this spring and summer. But anyways guys, thanks for watching. I'll see you on the next video. Peace out.